You are going to New York, but you have no idea of the best places to visit. I made a list of the best places. I decided to remove some repetitive places, for example Times Square. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to the video. Number 6. Grand Central Terminal. Grand Central Terminal, often called Grand Central Station, is a fantastic Beaux-Arts building, and it's definitely worth popping in to take a look at this famous landmark. The building first opened in 1913 as a terminal for the subway and train stations. Outside, the 42nd Street colonnaded faces and the statuary on top are some of the key highlights. Inside, you can't miss the grand staircase, where you can stop to gaze out over the concourse. The beautifully restored ceiling here shows a celestial scene. You'll also find an extensive selection of retail shops and restaurants inside. Number 5. 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Known as the National September 11th Memorial, the area is a moving tribute to the almost 3,000 people killed as a result of attacks on September 11th. 2001 and also the 6 people killed in the earlier World Trade Center bombing in February 1993. Surrounded by trees and grass, the pools are recessed, with water cascading over the sides and flowing into a seemingly bottomless square. These are the largest man-made waterfalls in North America. Around the pools are bronze panels with the names of all those who were killed in the attacks. The 9/11 Memorial Museum is located in an architecturally stunning, curving glass building between the two pools. It features displays that include artifacts, photos, and videos, presenting the story of 9/11, as well as the aftermath and impacts. Number 4. Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is one of New York's most famous landmark buildings and key tourist attractions. The 381-meter-tall, 102-story building was the tallest in the world until the One World Trade Center tower rose higher 41 years later. Topped with a mooring mast for airships, the Empire State Building immediately became a landmark and a symbol for NYC when it opened in 1931. The 86th floor observatory, 1,050 feet, is the city's highest open-air observation deck, and what most people are expecting to find when they go up the Empire State Building. If it feels familiar, it's because this area has been featured in countless movies and TV shows. The line to go up the Empire State Building is almost always long, moves slowly, and during peak times, it can be ridiculous, making the whole experience more frustrating than it needs to be. Be aware you can easily burn up half your touring day just at this one attraction. Number 3. Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met, as it is commonly known, was founded in 1870 and is one of the most famous museums in the United States. The permanent collection of the Met contains more than 2 million works of art, spanning a period of 5,000 years. Exhibitions bring some of the world's most famous works to the public. If you are serious about your visit to the Met, consider a VIP empty Met tour at the Metropolitan Museum of Art and see this incredible museum with just 25 people before it opens to the general public in the morning. Number 2. Central Park. A walkie pedal or carriage ride through the crisscrossing pathways of Central Park is a must-do on anyone's New York City itinerary. In winter, you can even lace up your skates and glide across Woolman Rink. This huge park in the city center, a half-mile wide and 2.5 miles long, is one of the things that makes New York such a beautiful and livable city. Besides being a great place to experience a little nature, Central Park has many attractions within its borders, and most of them are free, making it one of the few cheap things to do in NYC. Some of the most popular places to visit include the Belvedere Castle, Strawberry Fields, the Central Park Zoo, and the lake. If you are exploring the park on your own, start by picking up a map at one of the visitor centers and plot your routing. Number 1. Statue of Liberty. America's most iconic site, the Statue of Liberty is at the top of every first-time visitor's list of things to do in New York. It was France's gift to America. Built in 1886, it remains a world symbol of freedom and is one of the top attractions in America. It is one of the world's largest statues, standing just under 152 feet tall from the base to the torch, and weighing approximately 450,000 pounds. You can see the statue from land, with particularly good views from Battery Park, on the southern tip of Manhattan. However, to truly appreciate the Statue of Liberty, the best thing to do is to take a short boat trip to Liberty Island and see it up close. Take a pleasant stroll around the base, and if you have reservations, enter the pedestal. The crown remains closed as of writing.